minutes ago. And I looked at the time, and I am going to set up for some crummy sewing, I think. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. And then in a little bit I'll show you my finishes. And it's probably going to be a short live. Let's pull out some packages of crumbs. Good morning, Catherine. I'm just gonna put this, I'm gonna make this a little different because the sun gets in my eyes up here. Here we are. We're all going for it. Good morning, Deb. Turn on my iron. All right, so today there's a lot. There's someone coming to measure for doors. My new AC stopped working, so I have to probably end this live so I could call the guy, because I had no AC last night, and have to talk to him about that. And good morning, Annette. And today is Visitation with Grandma Day. This is just that. And really, yesterday I woke up late, and I just was really, really tired the day before. So what are we on? We're on Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. Wednesday, I don't know what was wrong with me. I was just super, super exhausted. And so I just stopped everything and took care of myself. Here we go. I'm gonna bring that. And I spent most of the day, believe it or not even sewing because I was just so tired. Good morning, Brianna and Muriel. I bought a half a yard of rooster fabric today on Whatnot. I'm afraid to even go on there. Muriel, you've given me the fear to go on there. And so this morning I was debating whether I was going to actually go on a live myself because I know that was because I didn't get good sleep. It took me a while to sleep. It was because I have all the windows, so the road noise is a little bit much when you have it all open like now. So what I have here is my purple crumbs, and I'm just kind of seeing what I have. So I have an idea in my head. I don't know if it's going to work or not. But my thought is it would maybe be fun to take these crumbs and do something a little bit more purposeful than just sewing them together. I was thinking it may be fun to create 4 patches, all different kinds of wonky, different size 4 package. Don't unless you win the lottery. I spent my paycheck again. Yeah, I can't do that. So I'm just looking through and seeing what I have. I have, this has a hole in it over here. So I think I'm just going to go for it. So we are going to try this harebrained scheme, this idea I have of just 4 patches, taking 2 of these. I've never done it before. It was something I was thinking of. And kind of making 4 patches with them. I have these 2. So I'm just gonna take some random pieces here at this point. Now these 2 pieces look like they could match these 2 strips. So I'm gonna take these 2 strips, and I guess I'm going to make it all one color. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but we're gonna find out here. Hola, Johnny. Yes, it is. Buenos dias todos. Praying is a peaceful start. Yes, it is. And I'm just sore today. I've had, yesterday the electrician came in, and here we'll do maybe this. And he put in fans in my room, ceiling fans, and in my sunroom. So there is a ceiling fan here and there. And thank goodness, since my AC stopped. So it actually was pretty cold. This morning I was so cold, I had to put on my quilt because it got cold in this room. So I'm going to take this piece here. I don't know what we're going to do. This may be some fun. We are going to just do some random sewing, and then I'm going to show you yesterday while I was here with the electricians, because you have to be here. I did sew. Now there's like a little piece here I could add, so I'm going to just add one of these little pieces to finish off this dress. And let's see what we can do here. I'm going to pull all these out. And maybe, let's see, finger press, not finger press, probably use this and put this all on here. There we are. Good morning, Joyce. So here we are. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to finger press this. My little, this is wallpaper roller. And I am going to make this up. Actually, these two big pieces probably could have been made into 2.5-inch squares. I didn't know how to think about that. All right, so I have this. Put that aside. So I have this one here. I don't know what I'm going to match it to. Ooh, this one looks fat and juicy. We'll take this one. Finger press that. This is no measuring sewing right now. Good morning, Mona. Here we are. So I'm literally just going to take these and I'm just going to kind of find the center here where they nest and pin that. And then I'm going to sew. And we'll see what that looks like. This here. I'm going to take this and maybe put this a little. Hello, Mohammed. You're from Bangladesh. Good morning. This is a quilting channel. Press that. I'm going to see what this is. It says it's about a 5.5 inch. All right, so we'll come like here. Put a little dent there. So this is called my No Sew Crummy 4-patch. I mean, no sew, no measure crummy 4-patch. Of course we're sewing. Woo-wee! First thing this morning. You know what? I'm going to close this window on the bottom because the top I have open. Maybe that'll help with the road noise. All right, so I have this and I am going... And so now we have this 4-patch wonky looking thing. And I think I'm just going to leave them like that and then later on figure out a size and go from there. So we have this 4-patch made from those crumbs. I have this other piece here And I'm gonna take another piece, like we'll take these. Oh, here, no, yeah, we'll take this piece right here. See this piece? I'm gonna take that piece. So we are going to, because it needs to go this way, yep. I'm just seeing where my seam lies. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make all these wonky, no measure, 4 patches, and then we will have to measure and trim up later. But for the initial, I don't know what we're doing. No clue. We are gonna fly by the seat of our PJs and see what we come up with. Let's see. Nice to meet you. It's evening. Yes. And here we go. Get my stuff going here. Keep some of you all entertained while I'm trying to figure this out. Okay. Things that could cause an accident. Things that could cause an accident. Things that could cause an accident. Texting and not paying attention to the road. Icy roads. No condom. Carelessness. That was a good chuckle this morning. Alright. I'm going to trim off this end here so I can use this. Where am I putting this pile? Okay, here's a pile of finished, but I know I have another one that's finished. I just don't know what I did with it. Here it is. Good afternoon, Miracle. Or morning. Well, for you might be afternoon. Here we have this piece here. And we'll put that with, that's like way too tiny. We'll keep that for another, we'll just make another set here. Strips together. I'm not vowing that I made this up. I'm sure someone out there probably has made something up that's similar to this. So we're really gonna go wonky now because I'm gonna put that on the side. So as you can see, we have all these 4 patches. Nothing has been measured. We will go ahead and cut them down. We may sash them so that they all become one concise block size. Good morning, Linda. My sewing machine is the 301A. I don't know what year this one is. It is bright sun out there. So I'm going to take this here. Decided I'm just going to fold it. And I don't know, this is just random size strips I have, random size crumbs I have. I've been thinking about this for a while, and now I'm actually just going to go ahead and do it. So, and I'm going to show you one of my finishes that I was sewing up yesterday. Anna's seen it because it's from the fabric she gave me. She goes, okay, I want my fabric back now in the form of a quilt. Leanna, how are the baby chicks doing? I don't know, they're at my mama's house. You know that? I'm just got You're right, I don't. Good morning, Sharon. So, see, this was not even a strip, it's some wonky piece. We're just gonna go with it. Let's see though, I do need to kind of straighten that wonkiness so that I have a straight line. So we are going to cut that like that and then go ahead and do this. Good. Rita, how are you doing? Sherry, good morning. And we're gonna run this right through. It'll be fun to like do something with these wonky oar patches I'm making right now, or whatever you want to call them. Let's see, do I have, nope. I need another piece. So something like, here we'll do, we'll take this. This and this, there we go. We'll take these two and put them together. And then I have these pieces here. So we are, see, so some of this can be 2.5 inch squares. If I can get a 2.5 inch out of some of these, that would be better for quilty purposes, right? Because you can do a whole lot with 2.5 inch squares. So while I am going through my crumb, I thought I had them all, like these were the crumbs from making. I'm going to have a pile of 2.5 inch squares going too, right? So we'll put that, and let's see, can I get a 2.5 inch square from here? And I really can't. So we're just going to use this as a 4-patch strip. There's a couple of cuts in here since I was using this as Swiss cheese, or it looks like Swiss cheese. All right, so we have this, and we're going to add this to a strip here. And now there's a little bit here, so I'm going to go ahead and add this to it. I have the serial number. I could tell you, oh yes, it's on the bottom. It'll have to wait for right now. Okay, things that, we already did that, things that caught us in accident. Things you shouldn't say to get out of a speeding ticket. Things you shouldn't say to get out of a speeding ticket. Things you shouldn't say to get out of a speeding ticket. Well, I'm trying to think on that one. Bye, Muhammad. It wasn't me. Okay. Good morning, Linda, if I didn't say good morning already. Are you the cop who is dating the driver's wife, but I don't have a license? Ooh, that would really, I think that may get you in jail. Listen, I'm good to go. I just had a couple drinks. Probably shouldn't say that either. Oh, maybe shouldn't try to bribe the cop. Though maybe some would like it, I don't know. Oh, look at these two. These two are kind of skinny pieces, but we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for these skinny strips here. So as you can see, we have little random sizes 4 patches. Oh, I only had 4 drinks. Yeah. And take this piece and this piece. Let's see. I'm going to open up this to see how I should set them. Probably like that. Yeah. Some of these are some really old scraps because this here I used last year on my Fabric Cafe Showstopper quilt. Just seeing if my car could outrun, okay, your ego. Oh, that's something you could say to the cop. You may not like that, but that's good to get out of a speeding ticket, right? Ooh, my speedometer is not working. Please don't ask me to open the trunk, officer. I'm bringing home a new domestic for my family. You work for me. So I'm gonna come in here and put these two together. Again, I am not measuring. I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants on this. And we will see what we create with all these crazy 4-patch, all sizes. I do know that I'm going to have to come up with a specific size that these blocks maybe have to go in, maybe not. Here's another. This one's going to be interesting when I trim that one up. So these are all, up here is all my, so I have this long piece here, and my thought is I can just take this long piece and start adding some of these crumbs, which is how we traditionally do it. Here's another 4-patch. And I'm going to just add these pieces right to it. Let's see if I have any other skinny-ish pieces here. Oh, here's a skinny piece. I'm just going to chop a lob here. Oh, this is kind of already a 4-patch, so I'm just going to trim, or the beginning of a 4-patch. Do you see these two were sewn together? And put a 1/4 inch. Look at that. I already have the beginnings of a 4-patch. So here we go. I'm going to take this and add this to this strip here. And, oh, look at that. I need something smaller. We'll go with this. And, you know, with this, because this is just really random-o stuff, you don't necessarily have to, here we go, we'll put this. You don't necessarily have to have a 1/4 inch if you don't want to. Look at that, we can break those rules. You work for me, the smugglers won't ship my domestic sewing machine. Who's the smugglers? I swear it didn't fall off a delivery. Good morning, A is incognito. You walked into no initial, Oh, I lost chicken, Bob, and look at all this that I sewed that I didn't sew. Oh, that's a mean trick. So we are making no sew at the initial 4-patch. We're using our crumb bag. This was our purple crumb bag. And I think that's what I'm gonna do with all the colors. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and see what happens. There we go. All right, so we have this. I'm gonna cut this because that actually ran out at a perfect spot. And I'll cut these two here. Put that aside. All right, what do we have? Things you should have. Let's see. Oh, here we go. This is good. Ready? Ready? Here we are. Air sewing. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So ready? Here we are. Things that really need a referee. Things that really need a referee. Put this piece here. So I'm cutting in between. Divorced couples need a referee. Let's see. My gun is bigger than yours. Marriage, arguments in a relationship, talking to my boss, Jello wrestling. I do a lot of Jello wrestling there, Deb. Soccer matches, football, tennis, wrestling, boxing, and mud wrestling. Okay. Muriel, what kind of TV are you watching? Hey, Norma, good morning. All right, so again, I'm taking these long pieces, and what I had decided to do is just cut them in half and then create 4 patches that way, long 4 patches. You could put a pin, but then you know what, I gave up on the pin. Just let it be what it wants to be. I like this. There's something very freeing about this. Fighting kids. Ooh, dads. Dads at their kids' sports games. Because sometimes those dads get all heated. Sometimes they get heated with their own kids, sometimes with other parents, sometimes at the referee. The referee normally needs a referee. Making me so happy. I gotta tell you, I have been thinking about doing this for a while. I'm actually just gonna eyeball it this time around. Now the only hiccup is that when I do a wonky piece, I don't have a straight edge, so I guess my one rule is to have a straight edge to put them together with. It just makes it easier for me. Let's see, fighting kids. Hot dog eating contest. Ooh. Yeah, you definitely need a referee for that, don't you? Look at that. That looks nice. Okay, so now I'm going to go into my pile here. And you know what? It's probably easier just to do this. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. Ready? Good morning, Regina. Things you shouldn't advertise on a billboard. Things you shouldn't advertise on a billboard. Things you shouldn't advertise on a billboard. Let me see. I'm trying to think. I'm actually having a hard time thinking what you shouldn't advertise on a billboard. I mean, these are all my 4 patches. Let's see what ideas you have. STDs, oh good, here we go, because I couldn't think of anything right now. Your ex's phone number for a good time. Yeah, I love that, man. Good morning. I didn't say good morning. Yeah, your ex's number for a good time. And single, alcohol and cigarettes, that you're available. Oh boy. Do you imagine those phone calls? Probably you shouldn't advertise that your business, when it's named I'll Do Anything, just call. Probably that would not be a good. So this needs like a fat, that's like this. We're gonna do these 2 here. I say everything, they are an eyesore. They are an eyesore. You know, I don't see many. Do I see many here? Maybe I do. And I think I don't see many here. So I think I'm going to chop a lot this off in 3. It's really long, and I have a lot of long 4 patches. We're going to chop a lot this off in 3. There's no rules. You can do whatever it is you want. And then this one, take off that piece at the end, put that over there, and then I'm going to put this rando piece that was sitting there looking for a partner. Now we have this that needs a partner. We'll just keep that aside. All right, ready? Here we are. Things your parents forget to tell you. Things your parents forget to tell you. I cut that one in 3. And now I have definitely should rename this. No. Four patch. Let's see. You're adopted. How to handle your finances. Those are good. Sometimes parents forget to tell you about the birds and the bees on purpose. All right, so I use this, and I'm gonna chop a lot this piece off to kind of, wow. It's a loud morning here. It's a good thing I woke up, okay. It was a really loud morning. You're allergic to medication or food. Yes, people can be mean. I'm going to take these two pieces here and then through. And so just kind of trim that off. Cut this in half. I think that's like my routine. I just kind of trim, cut, find the center point, and go from there. Now this I can't. This is be too small to do that. I could do like a wonky 4-patch like this. It still would be a 4-patch. We'll wait. We'll wait and see. This is what's left of my... Ooh, look at this. This looks like a nice juicy 2.5-inch square. I mean, strip. Let's see if it is. Because we can definitely... No. Not 2.5. So we're going to put these bigger chunks with it. All right, here is some questions. Are we ready for some regular off-the-wall questions? Denver has the lowest per capita consumption of prune juice in the United States. What city has the highest consumption of prune juice in the United States? A, New York City, B, Miami, or C, Phoenix? Oops. We're talking about prune juice. Which state consumes the most? Now this looks like a 2.5-inch piece, and it is not. And let's see, a nice fat piece. Do we have a nice juicy fat piece? We'll call this a nice juicy fat piece. Here we go. Put that there. Joe, I believe, has a live today, and Deb, you have a live today. Anybody else have a live today? Please let us know. You know, I'm noticing that most of my strips here most of my crumbs here happen to be strip pieces. That's kind of funny. In a way, I did not expect that. All right. Let's take this long piece and add these to it. We have these. Let's see. We have B, Miami or Phoenix, and the answer is Miami. Miami drinks the most prune juice. Ready? Here we go. What percentage of baby birds are born out of birdie wedlock? What percentage of baby birds are born out of birdie wedlock? A, 30%, B, 50%, or C, 90%? So we're getting to the way end of my purple crumbs. Trucker Friday? Like these big trucks are coming. I've never seen it this busy. Then again, not here all year long, so I have no idea what's going on. So now I'm going through and kind of cutting in between, just like we do when we do crumbs. I'm sure I'm not the only one that thought this up. I'm pretty sure probably a lot of people are out there doing this. I'm just getting to it now. All right, so we have these are really skinny. These would make micro size 4 patches. Well, this one is okay. So put this like that. But I do have this good strip. So I have this and this out of my bag of purple. So we're gonna put these and wait until we get some more purple to add. But look, we just processed that whole bag of, and this, of purple crumbs into wonky 4 patches. Good morning, Jennifer. Did I miss anybody else? See who is performing the wedding for the birds. It's funny you call strips juicy. We'll be on. Mona will be on today at 1 p.m. So everybody know that Mona's gonna be on at 1. Deb, aren't you on at 3? Oh, thank you for hitting the like button. I forgot to say good morning. Bye, Annette. Yeah, it is kind of juicy, right? Let's just, all right, so we're gonna cut this one in half. All right, so what percentage of birds are born out of birdie wedlock? Is A, 30%. 30%. What odd questions these. What color do brides wear in China? This I didn't know. A, white, B, red, or C, black? Let's see, we have red, lots of red. white is for funeral. So red is the correct answer. Red is the correct answer. And the next question here. What's my next question? The next question is, okay, women control the checkbook in what number of households? A, 1 out of 4, B, 2 out of 4, or C, 3 out of 4? By the way, my iron, after using that starch, which never happens with the liquid starch stuff, was like brown. I'm not used to that. I had to clean that, and I tried dryer sheets, and that didn't work. I finally got a magic clean erase, and it took it out. Maybe I shouldn't have been shocked, but but I don't starch often for me to. And I was hoping to starch these, but that means then I have to clean my iron after I'm done. B, we have B's and we have C's. C's and B's seem to be the answers coming in. So the answer is, hi Zaza, good morning. So the answer is C. Women control the checkbook in what number of households? 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4, according to them. Let's see what we got here. Okay, which of the following celebrities lived in a home made of tires and aluminum cans held together with mortar? Which of the following celebrities lived in a home made of tires and aluminum cans held together with mortar? Oh, okay. I'll have to buy one of those. Good to know. A, Billy Bob Thornton. B, Dennis Weaver. Or C, Frank Zappa. Zappa, not Zapper. These are the cards that we have done already. We have C, I'll guess A. This is really useless information at this point, but we'll go with it. You know what? I'm gonna make this and let's see, do we have, oh no, we have, okay. We have some more crumbs. I have a couple of pieces. Okay, I'll cut this one in half then. We have a, thank you, Mira was going to ask to remedy that. What is that? Oh, yes. I use a Teflon sheet. So they have Teflon sheets where I bought the, silicone iron mat, whatever, the thing that I put the iron on. I did see, and I almost had that in my hand, but I'm like, what do I need this for? I'm not doing applique. Now I know why. we are going, there's a lot of bulk here, so I'm just going to cut this off because we don't need that. It's like a really bulky. And I'm going to cut this one in half. Hi Melanie, how are you? Got the babes out the door, ready for school this morning. And I'm just going to take this last one, and I know it's kind of, it's fine. We could make a wonky 4-patch that way. No, we'll just make it this way. Okay, so the person who had this crazy homemade with tires and cans is Dennis Weaver. Dennis Weaver. Okay, in Tulsa, 41% of the shopping trips to discount stores are motivated by the need of what? A, toiletries, B, children's products, or C, relief from boredom. Where is mine? There it is. So I think I have all my crazy no measure 4 patches out of my crumbs or strips, because there was mostly strips in that crumb bag. All right, here they are. Here's this. So out of that bag, what I first started with, these are all crazy 4 patches. No rhyme, no reason, no measuring. We're gonna come over and press. We're gonna press our luck. So yesterday, I was watching Press Your Luck last night because that was what was on TV. It was Press Your Luck and Family Feud, Celebrity Family Feud. I bought a heat press but never used it. Okay, so in Tulsa, I have a C. One person said C. Is what I'm going to say. Unless, Zaza, that was your answer A was for this. Okay, I'm going to press and see how we go. You know what? I could use water. This water thing, we'll use some water. There we go. I wish I could just empty that out into the water so we have. So I'm going to just take this and I'm just going to find the best size and trim these. Now I will have to measure and trim them down. And then after I trim them down, but I'm not going to trim them down all to the same size. I'm going to trim them down so that this is going to be a bigger 4-patch. And then we're going to see what we're going to do with that. So in Tulsa, 41% of shoppers' trips to discount stores are motivated for the need of A, toiletries. Toiletries was the answer. I mean, they're coming out cute. And I think when I trim them down, it's going to be great. You know, I think I'll just come up with something like a, I don't know, 9.5-inch block or 12.5-inch block. And I will create using these 9 patches. I will maybe use these as the center and maybe take some more of my scraps and border each 9 patch to a 9.5 or 6.5-inch block. I don't know. We're going to figure it out. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to border these 4 patches to a specific size once I figure it out, and then put together the quilt. And I have a finish that I did yesterday that I'd like to show you. Just before I forget. And I don't know if I even showed you the other finish, but we'll see. Okay, we did that. Which of the following tastes like fried pork rinds? Which of the following tastes like fried pork rinds? So when we go on my adventures and we end up in the middle of nowhere. These are the things I guess we should eat because they taste like fried pork rinds, chicharrones. I don't know if I want to eat that, but here we go. You ready? All right. Which of the following tastes like fried pork rinds? So when we're lost in the wilderness, now we know what's going to taste like fried pork rind. A, white worms. B, beetles. Or C, wasps. Oh, my honey got stung by a hornet under his eye. That was not good. Okay, let's see. Now, I don't know if you have to fry these items for it to taste like fried pork rinds or if they just taste like fried pork rinds to eat as is. We've got a lot of A. We have C. Good morning, Marie. How are you? We are doing no measure 4 patches out of my bag of crumbs. I mean, eventually they'll be measured once I figure out what I'm going to do with them all. It was fun to do. I processed that whole bag while I was on this live. I mean, not that it had that much in there, but still. Slept in, yeah, so did I. I got up late, but I had a night. My mission is to find, I don't like this. I'm gonna tell you I don't like this. I gotta find something else. I don't care for that. Because it makes my iron. I'm going to still buy the pressing cloth. Maybe I'll like it after. I'm a survivoress eat them and she fried them. I saw a survivoress eat them and she fried them. Oh, good morning, Nikki. So yes, so the following that tastes like pork rinds is A, white worms taste like pork rinds. In case if you ever get desperate, there you go. Okay, there is a zipper that alerts the person wearing the pants that the fly is open. I'm going to read that again. Yes, there is a zipper that alerts the person wearing the pants that the fly is open. It uses A, color, B, vibration, or C, sound. Oh, this is a good one. Oh man, the jokes and the thoughts that can come out of this one is priceless. Oh boy. We are in for a treat. I wonder how many people are walking around with their fly open who has these special pants on. And did they buy these pants because of this special feature? Oh my goodness. The jokes write themselves. Good morning, Michelle. Sewing a project together for the first time. That sounds fabulous. And right now, I'm going to... So, there is a zipper that alerts the person wearing the pants that the fly is open. And it uses B, vibration. Surprise, and then on the bottom in the asterisk, it says, surprisingly, it never took off. Actually, I'm surprised it didn't. Maybe they still sell those pants, but in a special kind of store. Oh, man, that is too much. Okay, so, who here is a bag maker? Do you have vibrating zippers for your bags? I mean, you could do all kinds of things with that zipper as a person who sews bags and zippers onto things. That would be good for those blankets, the tactile blankets, right? And they unzipper. Oh my goodness. That is too funny. They have some strange questions going on here. Okay, when poked, no. Okay, when poked, a striped garter snake will A, attack, B, flee, or C, freeze. Now, we'll have this one. I don't know. I don't like snakes. Yeah, I don't either. Freeze, B, A. We have A and B. We have our last two. This to me looks like the biggest 4-patch right here. So let me shut this off. And this one here looks like the biggest 4-patch. So let's see if I'm going to move you all. Oh, I have my brown bag. All right. So here, these are the ones I haven't done, the ones I've done, the ones I'm in the process of doing. And it is B, flee. The snake will flee. The planet Venus has continents with the consistency of, okay, here we go. Wrap your mind over this question. The planet Venus has continents with the consistency of A, peanut butter, B, cotton candy, or C, French toast. Very strange question. Very strange. Okay, I have a 6.5-inch ruler. So this one here measures 6 by 4. So you know what? Let's make them all bordered blocks to, oh wait, let's see. I have 2-inch strips. What would that give me? Let's see. Oh. These are red cut. You know what? Let's go ahead. Let's see. What would... I don't necessarily want to use my 2.5-inch. Maybe I should use fabric that has... Maybe we should just keep it all in one color element. And these are my purple scraps, right? Take that out. That's my purple scraps. Well, I should call this my purple stash because I really don't have a stash here. I should take these, use these, and border them until they are, let's see, this is 6.5. What else do I have? And then this is a 9.5. Nah, let's go with 6.5. Some will have skinny borders. That's good because then I could use some of these for the, like this one, I could use these scraps and crumbs for the border of this because this is almost already 6.5. So let's see, Barbara, With can spray starch, I spray the back of the fabric and let it soak, then press the right side of the fabric. Then I don't get anything on my iron. Oh, good to know. Yeah, because I'm not a person who uses a lot of that. I was thinking maybe I just need to spray and then let it dry a little, but I haven't gotten a rack yet. So I'm going to come in here with this. And this one's going to be 6, and I don't know. This is going to measure 6 and 4 inches. So here we are. We have now a 4 patch like this. And then what I could do is I just put that kind of center it there. And I know I need like one of these, roughly this here and that there. And this is a really skinny, put here and here. So I know that this block can be bordered. Actually, I'll just border it all on the same using this. And I'll just border that block using this and put that aside. Hey, I think we've got a project now that we could do. Okay, so the planet Venus has the continents with the consistency of a peanut butter. Okay, that's done. And with that said, I am going, well, 8:30. I don't know. What time do you think I should call the AC guy to let him know that my AC is out? 8:30 or 9? I don't really know what they work here really early because of the sun. That much I know. You know what? Since these are wonky 4 patches, I'm just going to try to get the most out of the 4 patch. I'm not going to worry too much of sizing. I do want to make sure everything is kind of square-ish. And then look, I have one this. When they open, I don't know when they open. Watching from Kenya. Hello, Lucky. All right, let me show you my quilt. I'm going to put this aside. Let me show you my quilt. So I might have shown you this one already. Where did it go? I think I did show you this one. Everything I ironed, I have to re-iron because it all got. So, oops. I think I showed you this one. I just haven't taken a picture of it. Oh, and yesterday, last night, I thought I uploaded a video when I didn't go live yesterday, and I didn't. And around 10 o'clock last night, I realized I didn't. So I did upload my tour of the rainforest and the waterfall. So go over and check it out. That's true. Good idea. So, yeah, go ahead, like, share that video, tell me what you want about it. I need a little help with my my analytics. Not that I care about it too much, but so here I just made this up. I've got like a square here. So what I did is I took the fat quarter, and this is a 15.5-inch square. And then I had a side cut, and I cut that down to 5 inches and had this. And then this is all the fabric that Anna sent. I literally had none of this left. I had to franken piece in a spot. And thank God it's polka dot, so you don't notice it. But I used every bit of the fat quarter, every bit of this, and the center panel. Oh, it's big. It's a big quilt. It is a big quilt. I did a lot of quilting math to figure out how to get everything to work. So like this, I bordered this block, this 15.5-inch block with a 2-inch strip. And then I took this block here, put 3 1/4 on the top, 3 1/4 on the side, so it matched this, which is 19.5 inches. So this block ended up being 19.5 inches. And then I kind of just started using my rulers, trying to figure stuff out. In between here is 5 1/4, 5 1/4, right? Or 5 3/4. I wrote it down. I don't know. I think I might do a video on this because it kind of went together quick. And it was a good way to use 8 full fat quarters and a panel. Oh, I don't know how much yardage there was of this though, because she just had scraps and I just cut from her scraps. But I used it all. I love it. I had it on my bed yesterday and it looked beautiful. It is a generous full. So it's definitely a full queen. So I played with that while I had workers. Let's see. That's beautiful. I love it. Unique. LOL El Yunque. No, we were not in El Yunque. We were in San Sebastian. So El Yunque is a preserve. There's rules. There's all kinds of gates. No, this is right in the real rainforest. I mean, not that El Yunque isn't real, but there is no anything. There is just going, touching, looking, but there's snakes and all kinds of stuff. I have done on that. Very pretty. The stairs. So when I first went there years ago, you had to scale it because it's someone's private property. You had to scale, like, or just they pried it so that you could get in because it was abandoned for a little bit. The family didn't upkeep it. And then they started noticing like a lot of locals were doing that. So they're like, oh, we can make money with this. So then they put real gates up, opened it up, and charge you $10 for parking. And then you have free range of their place. When I first went, the stairs were just rocks. And you just kind of, everybody helped each other to try to get down to the waterfall. Now there's actually stairs with like little side rails. And I don't know, but going back up those stairs, I was so winded. Bright and cheery, cute. Thank you. So yeah, I did upload one. That was the first waterfall. I will upload a video of the second waterfall. But yeah, that was a fun time. So you saw that, and then you saw that I had pressed the blue, pressed the green, and then I had to take it all down and put it in here. So now they have to be repressed, and then I'm going to cut those into the sizes. Just haven't done it because I got distracted with this. Really, I did this because I figured I would use the leftover colors, right, for those flowers. Well, I don't have anything left over. I'll show you what I have left over. This is what I have left over from those fat quarters. Okay, I have this little bit of polka dot, this piece, and this strip. That is all I have. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put these out here so that I can use them. It's not big enough for me to put even one blade for the Dresden. So I think I'm just going to have to go into my colors here and just cut from there, which is great, right? Because I'm using up my scraps. So I do have a plan for the green, and I just haven't cut that out, which then leaves me left is this fat quarter bundle that she sent me, these half-yard cuts. I have some background fabric and a layer cake to play with. So we're still coming up with stuff, but I'm also coming up with my own stuff for just using up these scraps of my stash, because we've got to use up our stash. As much as I want to go fabric shopping, we're not doing that. So anyway, with that said, I showed you all my goodies. I'll keep working on this, but I do have to call the AC guy because I would love to have AC tonight. So everyone have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Pass it forward. And tonight is salsa night. So I may take you on an adventure if we end up going out. Everyone, take care. See you soon. Please like, subscribe, and share my channel. And on the way out, thumbs up. Thanks. Take care. Bye. And watch everybody's lives today. Yeah, we've got Deb who's got a live. We've got Mona who's got a live. We've got Joy Lee Tide. Oh my gosh. Oh, Vintage Style by Joe is on today. Anyone else? I can't remember. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye. Oh, Mona canceled. Forget it. Mona canceled. Anyway, everyone take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.